What's going on, Junkies? Welcome back to Culture Junkies Live. I am Kenshiro. This is the great Daidakuji. This is GQ wearing a nice little Mumra sweat that he just printed. It's pretty dope. And that over there is.
Where's my shirt?
You was late, man.
What late?
I mean, you could wear that Luffy shirt over there. Or you can grab this Piccolo shirt right off the rack.
He really muscles t-shirt. He put that
He might bust out of that one for real. So next time, baby, next time. Just like Terrence Howard in War Machine and Iron Man 1.
He said next time. And then never
Don't be salty, baby. Don't be salty. We all good out here. Welcome to Marcus A64, Wolverine Solid X, Patrick Perez, the other Steve. Good to see you all. So obviously, guys, Dragon Ball's turned 40 years old, and over the weekend we got some pretty dope news. Dragon Ball Super is coming back, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the history of Dragon Ball 40 years, and I got a nice little poll that I put out there. I want everybody to give me the top 5 fights, their top 5 fights in Dragon Ball history. So that'll be a nice little debate topic because all the answers ain't going to be the same. But first and foremost, very, very much welcome to all of you out there on the show. Obviously, we saw the Wonder Man came out. I got a chance to see it all. Dido got a chance to see it all. You didn't see it. I know, GQ, you didn't see it either. So we'll shelve that. We'll talk about that maybe next week a little bit. Any other news?
Hey, all right, listen. You got one more freaking and I'm done. And I am. Stop it. Fix it.
But I will say this.
Oh my God. Fix it.
TikTok.
Oh my God. right here, because you've let in about 25 of them. No, sir. Fix
anyway,
it.
TikTok was shutting. I'm doing it on purpose now. I'm doing it on purpose now.
I don't know.
Anyway, TikTok was. TikTok is a travesty right now, but we are back, and we've been getting a lot of suggestions for your 10 games list, because I know Jedi Fallen Order is probably off of your list now.
No.
Oh, it's not off your list?
I gotta see it through. I gotta see it through.
Oh, you want to see it through?
Yeah,
okay.
What
happened?
I gotta see it through.
So go ahead and tell
Is it a Dead Space syndrome?
No. The Xbox, not the Xbox. It just randomly, like my whole PC just shut off. Well, no, it didn't even shut off because I was still. They could still see me, but the game was.
Yeah.
The game
game was a black screen.
And at
it
that
was
point,
crazy.
I wanted to take it as a sign, but I will see it through.
Wait. So, do you have the game or is it streaming?
Both. So I do have the game, but I was playing it from my old save through my cloud from the Xbox because I refuse to start that game over because it's.
He could have downloaded on his computer through the EA app.
For sure. So,
but he would have had to start over.
Right. So the second one, I'm playing Fallen Order. The other one is Survivor. That one I already have ready, but not because I'll never play a game through the cloud again. That's
for the birds, man. I'm telling you. Especially
not,
trying to stream it at the same time. No.
Yeah, that's not.
Welcome to the future, because they're gonna push us all to that. There's gonna be no downloading, no physical. I'm not saying now, but that's my prediction. But start hoarding them games.
Well, then in that regard, I would have to start hoarding the games because that cloud play isn't it? It's not, but because I can tell. Now, people be like, oh, you won't know the difference between the 5080s power and the 50. I noticed these slight differences, and there, even from the controls, there's like a couple millisecond difference of a delay that's usually not there. And the game, obviously it doesn't look how it would look PC, which to me is wild. But I guess if it's coming from but my Xbox isn't even on, so it's just a very odd situation. But I was 13 hours in. I wasn't going to give it back another 13 hours. But moving forward, I won't ever cloud stream again. I will get the game and play it.
Yeah, man. Physical. I mean, obviously, physical doesn't. There's something to be said about it being on whatever system,
for sure,
versus that Stadia thing.
That was rough.
That Stadia even trying to do it was structure in this country.
Patrick, so maybe a year ago, maybe 2 years ago when I was heavy on Helldivers, I kept seeing all these Stellar Blade mods, and I was seeing the mods. Lord, he didn't got it. It's infectious. I will check that game out. I know the actual purpose for playing is for the physics, and I imagine there's some great action in the game.
Sure.
But now that I think about it, minus the obvious, the game must have not been that good because you didn't hear anything. Like I didn't hear it's such a great game. All I saw was the mods and the lady was half naked shooting people. So
it's a gooner game. That was the point of it.
So it wasn't even close to a Devil May Cry situation.
I mean, it was a decent action game. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Bayonetta. I have not bought that yet. I was waiting for the price to drop. Play the demo. Of course. Why would I spend money like that on something that's gonna collect dust? I mean, I understand.
We know the story.
Now, I know Mega Sean is not on the level I am when it comes to having a back catalog, because he actually sits down and plays a lot of the games. But you do have a back catalog.
I do have 400 or 500.
Yes, there are some back catalogs.
For sure.
But I don't see the point in spending $70, $80, because that's how much they cost nowadays.
Yeah.
On a game that's going to sit there, and it's going to drop in price by the time I get around to playing it. By the time I get around to playing it, it's going to be cheap.
I don't disagree with that.
Stellar Blade isn't one of those you have to get to a community. It's its own standalone.
Gotcha. Okay.
Text, open that on your phone. I need you to man the chat for me.
I would definitely check it out. Oh, Master P, Gohan vs. Cell was dope. Goku versus Ma.
We'll get to that. We will get to that. We have some results. We'll get to that. But I do want to point out we have been getting some suggestions in our YouTube comments, and we've also been getting them in TikTok.
I can't wait to hear.
So I want to read a few. So Blood Dova, who this is on YouTube. Blood Dova.
Okay.
Said Mass Effect trilogy.
Okay.
I assume you played those, right?
No.
Really?
I don't remember what I was playing. I was playing something when Mass Effect was making its run, and I never.
Even I've played those.
Yeah.
Adam haven't played them.
Nobody asked you. We already knew that answer.
I'm gonna chime in.
Anyway, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. I already know you.
Yes.
You was all over that.
Beat in several days, weeks in the Red Dead too.
Watch this. Darksiders 1, 2, and 3.
Wait a minute. What? You said I want to play some third-person action games. Have you not played Darksiders?
He ain't gonna do that.
Why not? What's wrong with Darksiders?
We've already had this discussion.
I have not heard it.
Last week.
Is that a Souls game?
Tell him again. No. Darksiders is not. It's not a Souls game. I played Darksiders 1. It's not even close to a Souls game. It's more like Zelda than Souls, and not Breath of the Wild Zelda. It's more like
it's a no.
Wait, hold on. You ain't let me finish.
It's not like Breath of
you ain't, because it's not open world. It's actually like take some of the combat and some of the puzzles of Zelda and mix it in with like a Devil May Cry type game. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's not. And I haven't played part 2 and part 3. Got them. Haven't played it. But I did play through the first one, and the first one is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing. Now, it came out on Xbox 360 days, so they did remaster it like a few times, so you can probably get your upper graphics. You got to have your freaking, the water puddle over there has to be,
right.
You can see the reflection in it. Has nothing to do with the gameplay.
I need it all. It's 2026.
But you could probably get that.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. I haven't seen the new ones like that.
What else is on the list?
So we had someone in the YouTube chat give a long list, but somebody else got your back and said these are all first-person games. He ain't gonna play those.
Wait. Well, give me 4 of the first-person games.
So he said Spec Ops, Psyops.
I beat that.
Dishonored.
No, I didn't beat Dishonored.
Evil Within.
No.
DMC4. It's Devil May Cry. So
that was first-person.
No, that one was separate. But
I think I stopped at 2 with Devil May Cry.
Because Devil May Cry 2 was bad.
Yeah.
And you don't hear me say stuff like that.
That's true. We don't hear you say stuff like that.
Excited about that.
I was done it too.
That's true.
Play 3. Play 3. 3 is fun.
Play 3. Okay.
Yeah.
You ever play Metro?
No.
Okay. And BioShock, we already know that you
yes, BioShock is amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a couple from TikTok.
BioShock's first person?
Yes. I don't know. It was just a great game.
I know. Metroid Prime then, because wait, hold up, back up. BioShock is first person, but it's not a first person shooter, though you do shoot in it because it's
true.
Yes.
And the story for that first BioShock
Metro Prime
was
like that.
Then you had the little thing, and BioShock was something that I had never experienced before. Actually, I don't think anybody had experienced before as a gamer, and that was why it did so well. And then Borderlands, the first one I enjoyed, but it was too much bullet sponging. So by the second one, I was done. Second Borderlands, I cannot pour boxes of bullets into any creature, and because okay, I'll disband my belief for only so long, but if I know I've let 600-700 rounds into something, and I'm in a team of people. No.
Patrick Perez, appreciate your comment earlier about the intro. Tune in early.
Yes. You be here on time, not late. Like some other people, Uncle Blurred. Anyway, I digress. Gentlemen, so Dragon Ball is turning 40 years old. Over this weekend, we had what they call in Japan the Dragon Ball Genki Damatsuri. It's a clever little pun, play on Matsuri, which is Japanese word for festival. Okay. So in merging with Genki Dama, which is the spirit bomb.
Okay.
So they basically just put those together, and it's a nice little thing. But they played a trailer, a nice little 40-year anniversary trailer of all of the history of Dragon Ball, and it had the music of Hans Zimmer behind it, which I thought was pretty cool.
Okay.
That Hans Zimmer actually did the whole soundtrack of this whole thing. And at the end of that, they announced that Dragon Ball Super will be returning, and we're getting the Moro arc.
Finally.
Which we know we've been looking forward to for forever. Our boy Vegeta is going to have Ultra Ego, and he's going to really step out. Honestly, when you hear the news that Dragon Ball is coming back, after 8 years, we've been asking for the Moro arc. What's your first thoughts? Obviously, you share yours. What's your first thoughts?
So I would watch here and there. Like I have watched all the sagas.
Right.
But the Super, the latest one, the Tournament of Champions, right?
Yeah, Tournament of Power, yeah.
Is a very special to me because me and my oldest, like, we watched it together, and we don't watch a lot of shows together, not necessarily then, and not then and not so much now.
Right.
Obviously, with him being older.
Right.
But every week,
appointment viewing. That's a nice bonding thing
between
father and son.
We were right there in front of the TV, and because I remember telling him when I saw the intro, and I knew Jiren was going to be the man. He said, "How do you know?" I said, "Because of the quad, son."
I do remember him saying that.
I said, anybody who got legs like that can whoop everybody's ass.
Yeah.
And and then obviously in the trailer, he was out cold in the trailer. But yeah, that so and he had told me about those Rams because he was reading the manga. I don't want to say it wrong.
Yeah, the manga.
And he had told me about the Rams, and I had got excited, but that might have been 4 or 5 years ago.
You are correct.
So I am looking forward to it. Hopefully, him and I can watch it together, especially with the youngest. But if it's just us two, that'll be fantastic.
To follow up with that, the youngest, is he into Dragon Ball? Has he been watching Dragon Ball at all?
He's gotten into One Piece because his brother watches One Piece, and we've watched Dragon Ball together, but not nowhere near. He's more Ninjago and more modern day,
right?
But he'll watch it if I force him to. But I always want it to be organic, because he's got other stuff he wants to watch.
All right, I get that. All right, GQ, what's your thoughts when you finally heard it was coming?
Vegeta gets to get his shine, and it literally is him, and not like eats the character, and then we go back in time and go.
Yeah,
I want Vegeta shine. Period. Story, no, whatever.
Okay, Dido.
Oh yeah, well, I've been looking forward to seeing more Dragon Ball since Dragon Ball has been Dragon Ball, because I won't say that's the cement that got me into anime or whatever, because there was definitely way more things. Project Echo, which I just got the perfect collection on Blu-ray, but I'm a little bit upset because I plugged it into my Xbox before the show, and the screen went black, and that's it. And I said, "What happened?" And I don't know what's going on. I gotta go down and investigate. But
okay.
Probably gonna try it on that next. But regardless of that, I mean, Dragon Ball, it's been so many memories. I mean, we are sitting in a room because Dragon Ball. together.
That's true.
And
I'm rocking a Vegito shirt.
Yeah, so
Had to for today.
I look forward to seeing it because I enjoy watching all of it, regardless of somebody screaming for half an episode or, like the story is about as shallow as extremely smart in that aspect. But, as some people say, it's extremely shallow.
It is.
I enjoy watching it. It's something that you can sit back and watch. It's just like not everything has to be deep, like Grand Canyon or something like that. So I'm just trying to find some analogies there. But it's just I don't know. I can't wait to see it. And it should have been something that shouldn't have been on the back burner this longer. They should have known because it was the manga was out. They should have just kept it going because even now I think the manga's still going, and even though it's not,
it is not. No, it is not.
I thought Toriyama passed it on.
No, well, okay, let me explain. So for those of you that are not aware, Dragon Ball Super the manga, which started alongside the anime. Toriyama is no longer drawing it. It was an artist by the name of Toyotaro. But Toriyama was still doing the writing. And as things went on, he started to turn more and more over to Toyotaro for numerous reasons, because I guess he was maybe even trying to set up the legacy and maybe to keep it going, to say that Dragon Ball will be in good hands because Toyotaro literally draws pretty much just like Toriyama. So, the Dragon Ball Super manga had no visual difference. It was just like Toriyama's style. The key thing to understand here is that the Moro arc, the Galactic Patrol arc that we're getting ready to see, was all Toyotaro. He wrote it, even though it is credited to Akira Toriyama by Toei. Toyotaro already said, no, I was the one that actually did the Galactic Patrol arc. Sensei turned it over to me.
Right.
I drew it. I wrote it. This is my thing. And you can see the clear difference in writing in that, because Vegeta got a definitive character growth arc in this arc. He was able to, and I don't want to spoil a lot of things for you guys, but he was able to stand on his own outside of Goku. He has his own techniques now. And he even learned some things that he could have gone down Goku's path, but he said, I'm not going to use this certain technique because it's yours. You used it first. It's familiar to you. I'm going to do these other things that are just specific to me.
Was that where the ego comes from?
That is where ego startly comes from.
Gotcha.
So even though he learns something that Goku knows he's not going to use it?
He's not going to use it.
So why did
he used it one time. And in an emergency, he used it one time, and he said, I will never use it again.
I don't quite
because of
I understand
his
the ego.
Because of his ego. There it is, right there.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
what I'm trying to say is, I understand the whole ego thing, but why go through the bother of even trying to learn it if you're just going to be egotistical about not using it? It's I know it, but I'm not going to use it.
Because he would then have that, and then he would then have his own. So that would give him, because hasn't Vegeta always tried the best?
Yes. So that's always been his thing.
Right. So
rivalry.
Right. So I've learned, so I know what you know, but now you don't know what I know, so that would be
I guess.
Now, again, Hand of Omega, I want you to say, please, no spoilers. We may have people that are watching this show.
But technically, if the book's been out 4 years,
it is. But
is it a spoiler?
But we have a lot of people
I
that
haven't read it either. I don't know.
No, right, and that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that are anime only. They do not read the manga for whatever reason. Right? I'm the type of person, anime fan, that if I am excited by a story enough, I will seek out the manga because I want to know more and I want to read more.
For sure.
And there's a lot of people that literally just stick to the anime because they don't like to read. That is where we are as a society nowadays. Gotcha. They just want to watch in action.
I was looking for something because I was watching Jack of All Trades, Party of None today, and it got to the end. Well, I knew the end of this episode was going to happen. I'm like, it's going to happen because they've been building. It's going to happen. The episode ends exactly how I predicted it, and I'm like, gotta read it. And so I asked one of our friends. I says, "Give me that link," and he says, "Okay." I didn't get the link. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay. You send a link?
Okay, I get it.
Link?
Okay, I get it.
And he was like, oh, it's on my home computer. And I'm like, bruh.
All right.
What?
So and also in concurrence with that, a lot of people are saying because Super's coming back, that is going to give them an excuse to go back and rewatch Super. Well, they're not necessarily going to have to do that because starting this fall, 2026, they are giving Dragon Ball Super the Dragon Ball Z Kai treatment. They are remastering and redoing Dragon Ball Super from the beginning with the Beerus saga starting this fall. Like literally, it's already done.
Are they going to leave the fluff?
That is the intention.
Like
the intention is to leave filler behind.
Please, don't you give me 23 minutes of nothing when I was expecting excellence.
And I guess this is the other thing too that makes it a point, right? Them redoing this is because Toei has been notorious for, let's say, creative license. They like to change things just for shits and giggles because maybe chapters aren't done or something like that and they need to stretch it and fluff some stuff out. None of that. This is going to be just like Dragon Ball Z Kai where they're cutting out the fluff and it's going to stay true to Toriyama's original vision.
Okay.
And also, we know that those of us that were first adopters of watching Dragon Ball Super, the animation quality actually was pretty bad at the beginning.
It was
pretty bad.
That freaking Super Saiyan 3 Beerus fight, I said, what?
Yeah,
the hell
it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So they're gonna redo that. So but starting this fall, Dragon Ball Super will come back and they're gonna go through the whole thing because not just Beerus, they're going through Resurrection Frieza. So Golden Frieza is gonna be a part of it. They probably won't reanimate Tournament of Power, but if they did,
I mean, to me, it was that.
If they did,
and what a time!
What a time! Can't wait for it to come back. I'm looking forward to that. And then sometime maybe next year is when we'll get the Moro arc. So we're happy about that. But
you said it's done?
The Beerus arc, yes, is done. It's coming out this fall.
I'd rather it come.
Exactly.
I own all of Super. I own all of Z. I own all of GT.
Well, now you can own this. The remaster.
But I don't want. There's no point in buying the Beerus saga in the tournament. I already have it. I have
say this is the perfect version, though.
Dude, the Blu-rays are perfect enough. All Dragon Ball on Blu-ray is basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing they can do to this, even if they 4K it, they're not going to make it better.
Do the Detroiters thing. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Again, I have all of them. I have all of Super and Steelbook, so I don't need to rebuy it again.
Okay, all right. But it does bring up a question I kind of wanted to bring to all of you guys out there. Dragon Ball's place in anime in general is cemented. It's a legend. It's launched maybe millions, if not billions, of anime fans across the world. And with the anime landscape kind of, with Shonen being ruled by One Piece, Demon Slayer, Demon Slayer being the highest grossing, I think, anime film worldwide, maybe in history.
That animation
of all time, I think. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. But Dragon Ball coming back, do you still feel like Dragon Ball will be on top, like supplant greater than Demon Slayer and all these others? Or do you think it's just, it's kind of just another thing?
As someone who, compared to you three, would be a infant when it comes to my anime knowledge, Demon Slayer was amazing, but it's hard to dethrone the king.
Mm-hmm.
And what Dragon Ball has done as far as bringing three of you or the four of us together, what it's done just worldwide. It's one of those situations to where no matter what Demon Slayer or anything that comes after does, nothing has connected so many people, black, white, hood, not hood, sports. It's everybody knows who Goku is.
That's true.
And as much as I love Demon Slayer and saw the movie twice, I probably couldn't name two people, you know what I mean? But nobody is bigger than, everybody knows Vegeta, everybody knows about Frieza and his racism, you know what I mean? These are, because even as a kid, when it came on television, because that was my introduction, was Goku as a child, and he had the tail, and it was just randomly, it might have been on like channel 20.
Yeah, it was on channel 20.
And so giving it public access, that's not something, clearly now Demon Slayer can't do that because public television isn't what it used to be. But putting it on public television and you just flicking the channel, and as a kid, like, hey, what's this? And then you watch it every week. So yeah, I don't think anything could, long story short, I don't think anything could touch it.
There's a reason versus Superman has only got one anime character.
There's another one.
Who?
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Yeah.
People have been saying that going around One Punch Man, and some people try to take it serious, and other people try to say Saitama is a gag character, so it shouldn't even matter. So this is also the same thing with Saitama versus Goku, where
no, absolutely. But what I'm saying is, though, in for us as fans, yes. For the general population,
Gen Pop.
There's only one anime character people think of when it comes to the versus Superman conversation. It's always Goku. That's the one. They made 2 different match or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Death Battle. Yeah, they made 2 of those because they had to revisit it because everybody was mad about the
exactly.
So
right.
Dragon Ball is just one of those things that kind of transcends anime, in my opinion. Like, point, you got athletes that know about it and reference it and their celebrations and whatnot. Everybody knows, the Super Saiyan memes. It's to your point. I can't name anybody in Demon Slayer. I can, I've watched One Punch Man, but it's like, okay, well, cool.
You feel like it's forgettable?
Yeah, a lot of anime is forgettable to me. It's Dragon Ball. We all, from our formative years of watching anime, I still can quote movie 7 beginning to end because we've watched it that many times. It's that good.
Dub and sub or just dub?
Probably both. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those situations where it was literally everybody's introduction. Anybody new came in and never saw Dragon Ball, we had that thing on standby.
Yeah, I remember.
We whipped out movie 7.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I can't think of anything now that I would do that with. And yes, I don't watch it as often.
Right.
But like that thing was a standard.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's hard to top that.
And it's talking about he doesn't hate on Daima. I like Daima. I thought it was good, but a lot of people look at it as some kind of side story that doesn't even exist. But I look at it as GT if Toriyama did it. Watch it because if you have not watched Daima,
yeah,
it is a good time, and you also
it's adventure.
You also get the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for the first time.
You do.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be canon.
It is. Yeah.
And you also get Super Saiyan 4 canon. Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
But when I say that, is Dragon Ball versus like some of the other shonen.
Oh, okay. You want me to go back on that?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
He wants you to answer the question.
The question being, Dragon Ball will always be that one that stands out because, like, unfortunately, like how you said, a lot of anime is forgettable. I was looking through my history of, actually, it wasn't history stuff. It was like shows you might like. And I was like, oh, I look like I like that. Oh, I watched it already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I watched that one already. I watched that one already. Because, yes, I watch a lot of anime. And so much of it is so similar. It's ridiculous. Dragon Ball will always stand out. And then you got these people out there. We all know what the big 3 actually is and the meaning behind the big 3. But the inspiration for all of those that became the big 3 is Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is not part of the big 3 because the big 3 has to do with the sales of certain manga, which was One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. They topped sales like never before seen. Like, unfortunately, Dragon Ball did not sell as well as those 3. That's why they're called the big 3, and there'll never be anything else that's in the big 3 because nothing has ever sold as much.
You're referring like in book form.
Yeah, the manga.
Sales,
the manga sales
sales,
were like those 3 sold like freaking crazy. But if there were no Dragon Ball, there'd be no big 3.
For sure.
Period.
That's correct. That's correct.
Absolutely, because Dragon Ball opened it up to not only just Japan. You had global people like all of a sudden interested in like all of these. It's like, okay, wait, I like that. And then when there was that drought, like you said, the big 3 were able to come in and like, okay, here we are. Here's our thing. And then now that you got way more fans buying and interested in all that, like, but Dragon Ball is still that deal though.
To highlight, it's 40 years old. 1986. You were how old?
Would have been 10 depending on the month,
right?
But 9 going on 10.
Yeah, I was 7 years old,
and I was 6.
Right.
86.
Right. And you were much younger than that.
Correct.
He was
Yeah,
3.
much younger than that.
He was walking
But
around
anyway, I mean, it's just to say, like 1986 to now, Dragon Ball has a legacy that is untouched. And you think about it, its place in Shonen, it is the king of Shonen because it started those power scaling, power leveling battles.
Literally.
And yeah, literally. Yeah. And there has been, since then, that is the archetype of damn near every shonen anime ever, shonen manga, shonen anime ever. It's a formula. And the reason they keep going back to the formula is because it works. You know, it works. Like for a lot of people that grew up on that kind of thing, it was exciting. You know, it wasn't too serious. It didn't require a Rhodes Scholar intellect to understand it. You could kind of just jump in, jump out, and it's easy to pick up and it's easy to put down. But it's like that familiar blanket that you love coming back to. You can always pick it up and you're just like, oh man, I really like you. I miss coming back to that. But
are you what now? You had a blankie?
I had a blankie.
Of course you did. It's a Southfield.
You had turtle shit.
I didn't live in Southfield, buddy. I grew up in the Detroit City. Right. Went to school in the D. Grew up in the D. I didn't move out until I got hitched, which was now going on.
But both of y'all had recent blankies?
No, man.
This is when I was a kid.
I'm just saying.
And then it disappeared one day because the mama says no more.
Always got to make stuff more.
And it disappeared. And I never saw it again.
Mama said no more.
Mama said, I guess that's what she said because it disappeared.
Anyway.
I don't know where it went.
Anyway.
He's right in the sense, though, that the characters are characters that the archetypes of each character is so well defined.
Yeah.
That when you come back to it later, okay, I can pick up wherever they are because I understand Goku. I understand Vegeta. I understand Bulma. Trunks, Gohan, all of these, like you get all of them because they are all so well fleshed out that it's like, okay, I pick it up wherever they're at. All right, cool.
And we all know who the greatest stepdad in anime history is.
Yeah, that man right there.
without question.
That man right there.
Too.
Anyway, so we come to a very important part of the segment because I put out a poll out there that said, we know what Dragon Ball means to us, and while Toriyama's intent was never that Dragon Ball was supposed to be about fighting, it was really supposed to be about adventure. The popularity of Dragon Ball Z made it to be about the fights. So, in spirit of that, in all of Dragon Ball history, I want to know everybody's top 5 fights in all of Dragon Ball. Like, all the answers, we may have similars, but they're not all going to be the same. I can almost guarantee you that. I put it out a poll on YouTube. I put it out a poll in Facebook, and I will love everybody in the chat to give me theirs as well. So starting from you, Mega Sean.
Yes.
What is your top 5 fights in Dragon Ball history ever? Like, it doesn't matter which show or movie.
3 of them were from the same well, not the same movie because it's the
same arc.
It was a TV show. The Tournament of Power.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to rank them if you don't want to.
Him fighting Khalifa and the other girl when they were on a female Broly. I'm not.
Oh, the Kamehameha surfing.
When he dipped that thing in there and hit it with that and then they did it
did it with the Van Damme kick, triple kick. Yes,
that
great moment.
So that him fighting Jiren obviously was an electric battle. I even enjoyed him and Topu. I mean, it was like because with each fight, you knew he was at more levels of exhaustion, but he knew he had to dial it up regardless. The Cell Saga, no fight. Actually, it would just be those 3 for the Tournament of Power. Like that was for me.
You don't have any more besides, like, what are the other 2? You don't have another favorite 2? Or do you not, have you not really watched the other Dragon Balls? Like,
no, I've watched them, but nothing where I was like when he because he died, and so that kind of ruins it for me.
The Cell Saga, you mean?
Right. So I'm saying so for all the times like that he lost, but then came back and won. You lost. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Whereas in the Tournament of Power, he didn't die. He was tired. Okay. So to me, that was, in my opinion, me seeing Goku at his best is not him dying and, having to get up there and, build it back up and train with the what is it? Where he trains at? Not the
Osama?
not the anti-gravity. But
in the hyperbaric chamber.
Right. Not him having to do that. Just him having to like, ooh, man, I gotta, and then him build it back up.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, those fights.
Okay. Well, maybe you might get another tube just from hearing ours. What do you got?
A lot of mine come from the build up to the fight. For example, Majin Vegeta. I love the fact that Vegeta let himself get possessed just so he could fight Goku. Because Goku was available to fight on that one day he came back to life. Like, I like stuff like that. Like, I liked, when Vegeta first went Super Saiyan against Android 20 and 19. It was just, those moments are just, they stand out.
Okay.
The fights themselves aren't always all that, because again, a lot of Dragon Ball fights are the same thing, especially in the earlier years, because technique wasn't really, they had technique and everything, but it was always about the scruffle in the rumble and all of that. GT is also available.
Like I said,
everything. I would definitely add in the fight with going to the movies, Broly versus Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta, and who else was there? It was 4 people. It was
Trunks,
thank you.
Wrecking shop.
Just standing there in the middle, just waiting for all of them to rush him.
Yes.
Like, Broly was like the best invention, period. Like both versions, like the wild, crazy, super, overpowered, legendary Super Saiyan 1, all the way down to the more recent one that they introduced in Super. Yes, like Broly has always been that guy. I like the Android 13 fight from movie 7 because, like we said, we've mentioned it a million times. The whole build up to getting there, like when he had to fight the other 2 robots and then he took their powers. Just Dragon Ball has got so many things in it that is just like, and Vegeta's always been my favorite guy because he's the underdog in the sense of he's the one that's supposed to be the prince and the royal blood and all that, but Goku just surpassed him. But I like the fact that Vegeta's pride is always there. Even when he punked out against Broly, it's like and then he stood his ground against Beerus when Beerus smacked Bulma. So it's like Vegeta is that guy. So
that was a great moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So most of my favorite stuff is Vegeta related.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. You got 5? I'm sorry.
And the
not sorry.
lifetime of this show that I can think of, because there's been so many of you. I mean, you guys mentioned almost every single one that I've liked, but to put them in the order of my top 5 would be almost ludicrous.
You don't have to do an order. Just give
me
order
of a top 5. The Android
movie 17?
13. Yeah,
Android 13.
Movie fight, Broly's fight, the Broly fight in Super, because they were fighting and they had to also pull Vegeta in there, and it says, just hold him off. We'll be right back. That shit was fucking,
listen, man.
They're like, what?
Them leaving Frieza to hold him off for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
hilarious.
Yep. Like, and it was something that I would put in there.
And Frieza thought he was doing something too.
Yeah.
Just straight embarrassment, ragdolling that man. I thought it was great.
Jiren, seeing the fights with him, even though he was probably the strongest character they ever fought it, I was hoping that one of them would be able to just work their way through it or something like that. Because, I mean, he was the boss. But I root for the Z fighters because that's why I'm watching this show.
Right. Sure. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
But seeing those fights were freaking awesome. It's just, like I said, it's so many. I even like the had it in my head. When Goku first showed up after being trained by King Kai. Yeah, King Kai, and he came back and it's over 9,000.
Hell yeah!
That fight with him and Nappa,
and the fucking way he was embarrassing Nappa.
Yes, and
standing on his fucking
Nappa.
head
When he came back, that shit was hype as fuck. So it's it's hard because the fights was what kept me coming back most definitely. And
yo, man, I mean that is one thing to say. Yeah. Like when Goku is training and he knows he's stronger than you, that dude is an asshole, man. He is really an asshole. Like he don't give no shits. He's like, oh, you think you a big bully? I'm gonna show you some. Like the way he did Rikun hit him with that elbow and blew his butt cheeks out. Like you didn't have to do him like that, man. You didn't have to do him like that. That was just really embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. But anyway, so I'll get my 5 real quick, right? So obviously Goku Jiren, I think is on my list for sure. Definitely Broly is another one of mine. Piccolo versus Android 17 in the Cell Saga. An underrated fight. I mean that because we had never really seen. Okay, we had saw Piccolo kind of do his thing a little bit. He was kind of like there to maybe kind of come in and offset the villain a little bit, but he never really had a moment to shine. That was his moment to shine, and he did not disappoint. It was good stuff. I also have to say Goku versus Majin Vegeta, the emotional stakes of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then how Vegeta basically, even though he was being fought to a standstill and he still knew Goku was holding back and didn't want to hurt him, the way he kind of was like, okay, enough. I get it. I can't accept it. I know you're better than me, but and then the way he sacrificed himself, for at the end, I thought it was great, heroic. And that might have been the moment that made me a Vegeta fan. That one arc right there. But still, number one for me is Gohan versus Cell. Like when Cell killed 17 and the rage Gohan exploded with, and you just like when he transformed and you see the tears flowing upwards, not down on his face, flowing upwards.
Yeah.
And in the way he just started hoeing Cell Juniors and Cell himself. Oh man, and then the silent Kamehameha, like didn't even really form his hands until like it was right on his head and blew it back. Oh, man. Epic. Like that's my number one. What's in the chat? I would love to hear what some people's mentions were.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
Yes, there are. Yes, there are.
I tried to put them up on the screen, but we were all talking. We got I'm actually Snafu. He says the best fight was Cell versus Mr. Satan.
the one that was
Satan
over
showing
in like 2
peak
seconds?
Sportsmanship, letting Cell win.
Yeah.
Snafu's my type of guy.
Yeah. We got
funny.
Marcus 8864 going Gohan versus Cell, Piccolo versus 17, Goku versus Vegeta, but which one? All of them?
Yeah, you gotta pick.
Goku versus Frieza, and 17 versus Jiren, and Trunks versus Vegeta. Which Trunks? Future Trunks?
Which one did he say?
I said Trunks versus Vegeta.
That had to be Future Trunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more than likely.
MK Pryor, you got Goku versus Cell, Goku versus Majin Vegeta, Piccolo versus 17, Goku versus Garlic Jr.'s henchman. Yeah, it's the beginning of the old Dragon Ball that used to come on.
Oh, yeah,
Rock the
yeah.
Dragon when you
Yeah.
see him, but it was sped up because it was really slowed down.
So that was the one in movie 1?
Yeah.
Where it was basically no Super Saiyan.
That
It was
movie one?
Yeah, it was movie 1 where he was like
Garlic
basically
Jr. Yeah,
using
yeah.
Nyoibo and
Yeah.
Okay. So
Was that Jiren? Did he fight Hit? Was that who fought
I think he did fight Hit.
that one? That's what that one. But I didn't know who Hit was until the Tournament of Power, and my son had told me, and he was like, he's an assassin, he's out cold. But I knew King Quads was going.
King Quads, I love that. Yeah, no, I love that.
There is one that shocked that nobody said it, and it's actually one of my favorite moments. It wasn't even a fight; it was a moment. It's Future Trunks versus Frieza.
Oh, you mean that
when he first showed up?
Yeah, and they split the frame.
Yeah.
To me, that is what cemented Dragon Ball as one of my favorite everything, because just the creativity of like he cut him, he bisected him basically, and it's just like, yeah, his vision is skewing across where his head is splitting, and they animated both sides of it. I'm like, nobody to me has ever surpassed that in anything I've watched.
As an intro moment.
Yeah, just as a creative thing to put in a show.
Yeah,
I'm like, nobody's done anything like that.
You don't remember this?
What about? No, I do. But what about the Phoenix Saga when Banshee and all them are fighting in that castle, and it shows that view? You know what I'm talking about? Of all 3 of them, it was better than that.
Oh, dude, yeah. Because
you know
it
what
was.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But that whole, just the idea of you are watching from his, because it became a POV from Frieza's point of view.
Gotcha.
Like, this kid just killed me that fast that I'm still seeing what's going on as my head splits in 2 different directions, and the animation is still going of just this, hair blowing in the wind, cape, but a jacket. It's just like, I remember seeing that for the first time. Like, this, rewind that. Like, that was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
It was a great moment.
And then
minced
blasted
him up,
and then minced him up and blasted him.
Disintegrated him.
It was
great.
like, I'm like, bro, nobody's gonna top that. And like, honestly, in all animation movies, stuff that I've seen, nothing has topped that. It's just as creative.
And a character is super cool and effective when all of his, shall we say, his alters pale in comparison to him. Because like Future Trunks is the best version of Trunks.
Oh yeah.
Like Baby Trunks, no, get him out of here. Even Teenage Trunks in Super, get him out of here. The alternate Future Trunks that comes from Goku Black, get him out of here. Give me the original Future Trunks. That dude was, that was the guy. That was the guy. No, 100%. Anybody got a favorite villain like in Dragon Ball history? Like, it'd be too easy to say Frieza.
Yeah, it is too easy.
Yeah, it'd be too easy to say Frieza. Although I feel like Frieza might be some people's favorites. But anybody got a favorite villain or adversary in Dragon Ball history?
Honestly, it's still Vegeta, because
when Vegeta was evil.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I like Vegeta to the point of he's so prideful that he allowed himself to be possessed just to fight his rival at his fullest. As from what he knew, he didn't know about Super Saiyan 3 or anything.
Right.
But like, just to be that just zoned in and dialed in of like, this, I gotta beat this guy no matter what. He's almost Lex Luthor like with his obsession at that time for beating Goku. So I like stuff like that. Now Frieza has gotten a little bit of a additional kind of glow up, I guess, beginning Frieza Gold and then Frieza Black. But Frieza was one of those like, okay, he's just evil, and then we killed him because he was the first major triumph in the Z Warriors thing. So yeah, he didn't have a lot of development until more recently.
A couple of out there are actually pretty good. Zamasu is actually a very good villain. Being that he's supposed to be a Kaio, and basically above all the fray, but he has such seething hatred for mortals that he betrays everything he's supposed to stand for to wipe them out. Like that, it's pathological hatred. Like, it's almost Frieza level with Frieza, his hatred of Saiyans.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that because he hates all mortals. It doesn't matter. He's like, if you ain't immortal, he don't fuck with you. Like, he wants to kill you. Yeah. Like that's some next level stuff. To go that far, to even go to another universe, kill the greatest mortal warrior, and take his body. Like, who does that? That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. Let's see. Hannah Omega says both Brolys.
Well, the second Broly wasn't so much of a villain.
Yeah, I have to. He was just out of control.
He's like, he couldn't control his emotions, and he needed somebody because he looked. The way I saw it, he looks at somebody that he needed somebody to look up to or whatever type person.
Yeah.
And when he started losing what meant things that meant something to him, he just went out of control. But then Goku saw his potential and said, "You know what? I'm going to take you on." And then what would we watch? It must have been I forget the name of the one where Piccolo, is the granddad and watching over Pan.
Oh, Superhero?
Yeah, is that Superhero? Yeah. And
Superhero.
That's when I think that's the one where you see them all training with Angel's name.
Whis?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Whis.
yeah.
Whiskey.
No, I mean, you're 100% right about that, especially with Broly, because obviously the Broly we all got from movie 8. Movie 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie 8 was legendary.
He was like, he's like, look, y'all little people used to look up and dream that you go back to your planet.
Yeah.
Did it with like from Dragon Ball GT on PlayStation. One little triangle hit. Just blew up their whole planet.
Yeah, man. He was a maniac, that Broly.
Oh, yeah.
He was an absolute maniac. Snafu's got a good one right there. He says, Frieza's my favorite. It's fun when the villain just loves being a villain. Yeah. Also, his experience in the afterlife is hilarious.
What was Frieza's counterpart?
Cooler?
Oh, that's his brother.
Well, his dad was King Cole.
Oh, he was in the beginning
you're
of the
saying
tournament.
from the other.
Actually, I think he might have been in the tournament.
From the other universe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
Was it Frost or something like
Probably
that?
was something like Frost.
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy was fucking evil.
He was.
Because it was like, I'm going to smile in your face and then I'm going to sell your place. He's the backstabber.
Yeah.
Like,
Frost was, Frost was kind of a backstabber.
No,
Frieza
absolutely.
then double crossed him too.
Yeah.
So that was pretty
He's like, yeah, we're going to team up.
That was pretty
You're
dope.
the boy.
That was
man,
pretty
my
dope.
universe is I'm
Right.
not letting my universe go.
That was
Fuck
pretty
you.
dope. I have to admit. Damn, that makes me want to go rewatch Tournament of Power again.
Yeah, that was
It
good.
was a good
Tournament of
time.
Power was solid.
Yeah.
It was
Good
solid.
time.
Everybody got their moment to shine or do something in that, and that's what I enjoyed.
Yeah,
about
even
that.
Master Roshi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
like you didn't expect Roshi to be able to do nothing. He got in there and did something. It was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he did.
I like the fact that when they did the Golden Freezer, he was just like, this would be the first time I've ever trained.
Can I
I
give
was
a-
like, they're gonna go there? Okay, that's sick. Like, okay, Frieza's actually gonna put some effort in because
When he put even more effort in and went black
yeah.
and became the strongest, like, what?
Yeah. Can I give an honorable mention?
Of course.
Honorable mention
your
for a favorite fight. Vegito versus Super Boo. Vegito versus Super Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before he even turned Super Saiyan, he was embarrassing Super Boo. Straight up embarrassing him. Get like big old death ball. He threw it down there and he just soccer kicks it back to him. That was great.
When he was holding him by his head, telling him, like, punch him.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
with a punch
fucking
back.
like the paddle ball, like, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All the fusions were just wrong, man. And even to that point where we were all watching GT unsubbed, and they were like, okay, we got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. All right, cool. Fuse.
Wait, what?
It's like, and then they did. It was just like, okay, this
of course,
is embarrassing.
Yeah,
man.
and Vegito hating doing the damn fusion dance, especially in the Janemba movie. He was like, I don't want to do this.
Mhm.
Like, I no, I refuse. I am not going to do this. This is embarrassing.
Yep.
It's like it's almost like him saying, it's like, man, this is gay. I don't want to do this. It's like, I don't want to go out like that.
It's beneath him.
It was
It's
beneath him,
like
100%.
I am of royal blood, and I'm
Right.
sitting here forced to team up with a low level Saiyan
Yes.
because he's better than me. It's like, hell no. That's I can see exactly why he doesn't want to do that. It's like, no, absolutely not.
They did.
Yeah.
Favorite form.
Oh, it's for me. It's not even an option.
Ultra Instinct.
Oh man.
Okay.
Again, just out of nowhere. I know the blacks and him with the red hair and the tail and Super Saiyan and all that. I knew all of those. I had seen them. But once you heard that, burn, I was like, what is going on?
What is going on? Yes.
Then you had whoever that was on that organ.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And he was just, it was like watching when get your pizza from Dan. When
Eddie Green's pizza, the glow with the last
when
dragon.
Bruce Leroy had the glow,
Yeah.
and he was just, or even when Neo, like when he was like, no, and he caught that bullet, and he first realized,
he doesn't
Told
need
you
to
he was
dodge.
going Angel Space
dodge,
Attack,
yeah.
yeah.
man, what a time.
Yeah.
But and for how powerful Jiren was, and how he was washing everybody, and that, and because they teased it, and every time they gave you a little more, that sound, oh man.
A lot of people are bringing up Super Saiyan 3, and I think the thing with Super Saiyan 3 for me, it never got enough shine because of the fact that it is so basically just not worthless, but it's such an overdone power in the sense of like it's you do it, but you can only hold it for so long.
Right.
Like I think that was I love the look. The look of it was
The
always
look was
cool.
cool.
It was always amazing. That's why when they he was gonna fight Beerus with Super Saiyan 3, and he defined it as like, now Beerus is way beyond you right now, bro. It's like, all right, well, Super Saiyan 3 is not it. I've always liked Super Saiyan 4 just from the sense of we first saw it in GT, obviously. That's where it came from. They had that video game, Dragon Ball GT.
Final bout.
So being able to unlock that in that game with them hot dog tails, that because polygons weren't all that great back then.
Yeah,
but
man.
just being able to do it, and then they had that theme that went with it. The theme of Super Saiyan 4 from GT or from the game especially was this very similar to the Ultra Instinct. It hyped you up as soon as you saw it. It was like, oh man, yeah, it's on. Like it was just it got you ready. So. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 has always been one that I've liked just from the sense of it mixes in bringing the tail back, and it's kind of like that almost primal power level. It kind of just works.
I love what Han just said. He's like, the UI theme alone can defeat most opponents.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Let's see. So,
Wait. Hold on. We got to answer this question. He says Super Saiyan 4 is considered canon. Yes, Wolverine, because I guess you didn't watch Daima.
Yeah, in Daima.
And Daima was Toriyama's last story before, he passed away. And he brought Super Saiyan 4 in there. And it was a natural, turn. It wasn't like they needed anything extra or whatever.
And we'll get to this in a second, but there's still an ongoing debate about just exactly where does Daima fit, and we'll talk to that in a minute. But it does need to be said, the distinction between which Super Saiyan 4 do you like the best? Is it the Daima version with the red hair, or is it the GT version with the black hair? For me, it's the GT version with the black hair.
Same.
Like, because that one was cold, not just from, the fur, the tail, the eyeshadow eyes, the black hair, and the deeper voice that he had as Goku. Like, yo, man, that was the best thing that ever came out of GT. Super Saiyan 4. That was great. Obviously, it didn't look great on Vegeta, if we being honest. Him at that Widow's Peak and having the extra hair. Yeah, nah, I don't know about that.
Vegeta didn't look good at GT at all because they gave him a flat top. He looked stupid. And that mustache. Brock said, shave that mustache. You look stupid. That's basically what she said.
His daughter called him out instantly. It was like,
would you shave that damn
mustache? You look stupid. Like, my goodness, and he looked stupid.
He did look stupid.
Yeah.
And like people who are going around saying Dragon Ball is a multi-universe, Dragon Ball does have multi-universe. Heroes does supposedly exist now because of somebody who said that everything is Super Dragon Ball Heroes. But if Toriyama did it and he says it's canon, it's canon. Yeah. Stop arguing with the goddamn people who created this stuff.
Right. And I can't stand the fans that do that because they want to legitimize everything. Understand that Toriyama had nothing to do with that outside of some basic story concepts and some character designs. Everything else Toei did themselves. Like, he had nothing, he wanted nothing to do with GT because he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So when Daima he created, this was his baby. They made that for him. He wanted to do that. And unfortunately, he passed away before he could even really see it, come to fruition and come out. But he wanted Super Saiyan 4 to be legitimized because he thought, even though that was a great concept of Toei's, he was like, and he wanted to make it legit. So he did. But speaking to that, because we know canon, non-canon is a very slippery slope. We do say that if the creator created it, then it counts. That's the reason why when Broly came in, because he existed outside of canon before that, because the movies don't count.
Okay.
None of those movies, they count. None of them count, with the exception of movie 1.
Because how could Trunks showing up?
Right.
Trunks is like 4 or 5 movies.
Right, exactly. Like, those movies don't count except for movie 1 until Dragon Ball's, Broly Super, which brought Broly into the regular universe. Daima starts at the end of Dragon Ball Z. Super also starts at the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Is it a direct end? I don't think it was a direct end of Super, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because at the end of Super, at the beginning of Super, Trunks was still a baby. Was not a baby. He wasn't a baby, but Bulma was. I don't think she was pregnant yet with her second child, but it was practically right after the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Super, because I haven't
Dragon Ball Z.
But
Daima was directly at the end.
Yeah.
And
Daima only took place in one day, if you think about it. It was
exactly.
so
it's Simpsons rules.
In a way, in a way, but it does remain to be seen how they're going to legitimize Daima and weave it into the greater fabric of Dragon Ball Super, because some people are saying that, oh, well, if they're going to redo Dragon Ball Super, are they going to bring Super Saiyan 4 into it? But we already have Super Saiyan God. So are they going to put Super Saiyan 4 into his fight with Beerus? That remains to be seen. I say probably not. They're probably not going to do that.
Yeah, because the whole point was Beerus wanted to see a Super Saiyan God.
Exactly.
He didn't want to see the next step above 3, or he wanted to see, the legendary or the unattainable Super Saiyan God. To Uncle Blur's point, BoJack, he says, you can't take BoJack from me.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
To me, BoJack is the movie Vegeta should have. He should have been. He should have been the one that finished off BoJack.
Yes.
Because he hadn't had any wins at any point in any of those movies. I'm like, bro, it's just getting passed over. I'm like, come on.
Mm-hmm. And Hand of Omega nailed it right there. Canon does not mean part of the main timeline. The Abrams Star Trek movies are also canon. They're just not part of the prime timeline. They're on an alternate timeline.
I mean, Daima still could have happened in the one day that they were gone. They literally were gone for
but they're
days.
going to have to explain, because there's a lot of people that are going to want to see Super Saiyan 4 in Super.
But we can also go on to this. He has transformations, Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
Right? And then he has Super Saiyan God. Why couldn't he go Super Saiyan 3 God? Why couldn't he attach on more of his powers to the God levels? It's possible. Right. He didn't do it.
Right. So it just remains. It remains to be seen.
Yeah. So
we'll have to see what happens when they get that far. But like I said,
he could have got bit by a bug he was on that planet, a demon bug, and the demon bug opened up a chakra point inside of him where he was able to turn Super Saiyan 4, which he can't do ever again because he's not on that planet.
Fellas, now that Toriyama is unfortunately no longer with us, Toyotaro is his successor, his named successor. Masako Nozawa is getting up there in years. Ain't gonna be able to voice Goku forever.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fun fact, real quick before you go on. I saw a clip of different strokes from the 80s, right? Different strokes from the 80s, dubbed in Japanese. And she was the voice of Willis.
No way.
Yes. I was like,
Willis or Arnold?
No, Willis.
What?
I was like, I recognize that voice.
That's wild.
And it was fucking
that
Willis.
is crazy. I might have to seek that out now. Yeah. I might have to seek it. Anyway, so getting to that, do you think Dragon Ball will continue forever? Like, do you think that would this be a James Earl Jones situation where they may AI her voice to let her be Goku
better
forever?
Yeah, I don't even think May is an option. Sure, they already have it, and they're just probably waiting. Because if they did it for James Earl Jones, they seem to be more advanced than us from a tech standpoint. Mm. So yeah, I'm sure they got them 50, 90s going to work, making all the recording all the voice clips they can. Okay. Read this dictionary.
Exactly.
Basically, and the thing is, her voice for Goku is just too good. It fits.
It's iconic.
Yeah, it's like it fits. It's like it's almost to the point. It is to the point of like a Kevin Conroy Batman. Mm-hmm. When you read Goku's lines, you hear her voice.
This is obviously from the perspective of sub listeners. We've been listening to sub for the better part of 20 years. So
only like the Ocean Group. Was it the Ocean Group?
Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball dub?
Because freaking Scott McNeil was Piccolo, and I think he was the best Piccolo. And it sucks that he didn't continue being Piccolo in perpetuity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good gig.
Yeah, it would have been a good gig. So if we get Dragon Ball Forever, obviously, Hand of Omega brought up another question: should Dragon Ball Superhero be the last Dragon Ball movie? I would say no, because honestly, if they brought out another Dragon Ball movie, and put it in theaters with the same distribution that Infinity Castle gets, man,
I'm in there.
It'll kill. It will kill.
Infinity Castle.
Oh, Infinity Castle was something else, man. I tell you, it was something. Yeah, it was something else. I think that was pretty cool. SD Mays says Baby and Super 18 were the Super 17. I think Super 17 were the best from GT. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. Uncle Blur says, I love how Piccolo has now become the definition of R farming. He's right, though.
Piccolo with the waves.
Yeah, Piccolo just showing up with the hands folded, cape flapping in the breeze. Yeah, I mean, iconic theme.
I like that fake out though when Krillin did it though.
Yeah,
they do
movie 8. No, movie 9.
Yeah, I don't think that was movie
Second
9.
Broly when Broly showed up.
Yeah, that was 9 because then they skipped. No, 9 was BoJack.
Yeah, movie
that
10.
was 10 because Broly had 8, 10, and 11.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Bio Broly doesn't count.
It does not.
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Should rewatch it.
Yeah, 100%.
It was bad. It didn't age well then. I'm sure it didn't age well now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only reason I even own that one is it came on it came with this or whatever. I'm like, so I have to have it. So.
All right, y'all. That was our show for this week. We don't have anything else on the dock unless we want to wrap up any other last little bits, things that you watched or saw or played this week that you kind of
I'll be playing Fallen Order until it has fallen off my list.
Have you played any more since you had those issues the other day?
No, but I will tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. Well, hopefully between tomorrow and Friday,
you
I
should be able to
done.
finish it by then. Yeah,
they said it was.
I'm telling you,
but they said it was 20 hours. That's what it says. But I'm at like 22 hours. But the damn PC, I'm used to, like on Xbox, you just exit out and then you just home screen. On that PC, yeah, you have to if you exit out, you go to the game's home screen. It's still counting that as time in the game.
Oh,
so.
wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I will tell you this: you are literally on
the worst.
Dathomir is the worst.
I knew that when I got
the worst.
Man, come on.
I hated Dathomir, but it is literally that at that point you're probably about 75% through it.
Oh well.
Oh, that's cool.
Excellent.
Yeah, especially since you
I saw
right.
I saw.
I think I got 2 more chapters to go.
Well done.
Watching him play has made me want to play it.
I mean, it's a good game. It's just I've never said it was not a bad game. It's just I told you what my main complaints were. It was always it's a puzzle. You do the puzzle. You do the first little bit of the puzzle, then the monsters come out.
For sure.
Oh, Modok doesn't like it.
Had enough.
Modok don't like it.
But and then the puzzle, and then like you're trying to figure out the puzzle. You got to take out these stupid things. I like it. I like the game, and I was dying a lot because I'm trying to figure out what you call it. Because like some of the stuff irritated me, like that stupid monster that was stuck on the bottom, and you had to go to the turrets. Now, first I'm trying to figure out. I thought you had to activate all the turrets, and they all fire simultaneously, but they didn't. It was one at a time, and I'm like, okay. And then after you get one of them done, and they start shooting out those stupid fucking loogies or whatever at you, and I'm like, I'm trying to move out of the way. And first I'm trying to, toss them back, use it. And I was like, no, that's not right. All you got to do is strafe back and forth, and they'll miss you every single time. And then the last part, you got this fucking mines. And on top of it, I changed the controls because the remake has different controls than the original one, but you can put the original controls because I started with the original one, so I was used to the controls, so I went to the original one. But if you click in this stick right here, when you're in zero gravity, it sticks you to the floor. So I'm trying to move, but I'm pressing too hard, and I accidentally clicked the fucking stick, and I'm like, get the fuck off the goddamn ground. It was getting me killed.
And it would kill him.
And I'm pressing because the right bumper, or left bumper, is to run, and I'm pressing it. He's not moving. I'm like, move your fucking ass. Yeah. That was the irritation.
Nothing like
he was
survival horror in space.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm going to finish it. But now I was starting to see stuff that I didn't even know about. And I'm like, there's a force push gun or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, that would have been perfect. Where is it? I didn't find it.
You don't have all the good.
I don't know. Dude, I searched all the rooms that I could search. I didn't get all the guns. But isn't that what's even point? Because then I started forget that if you get different suits, you can have, because I was like, all my spots are taken up. Because I complained about that, and I didn't think to look at my suits again to do a new suit so I can open up more slots to hold more stuff. Because that was another thing that was pissing me off, that when you get health, you can't stack your health. You can stack your bullets, but you can't stack your health. So when I get a health, I use a health. So I have open, so I can get some of her health to use a health when I get a health.
Wow. That explanation was something else, I tell you.
Wow.
I tell you.
What is evil space boogers?
Yes, all of Wonder Man is out for everybody that has asked.
Yes, all 8 episodes.
I know Wolverine Solid X asked if it's any good.
I like it.
That's
I will say this: it is different than any other Marvel show you ever seen. It is not heavy on. I'll let you see it for yourself, but it is very well acted. I appreciate the ending. It was very open ended. I'm interested to see if they're going to revisit that character again at all, because the room is there, and I would like to see, because he's really freaking powerful. Really freaking powerful.
I didn't quite understand.
Yeah,
the ending in that aspect.
They didn't give him an actual. You never really got the explanation of how he got his powers.
I didn't understand the. No, I mean, I think he's a mutant.
And again, if they go that route, but they didn't give the explanation. And we could talk about it after the show, what you didn't like about the ending.
Have to wait a week. Everybody out there, go and watch it. There's only 8 episodes.
Exactly. So we're gonna come back next week. So you guys got some homework. Watch that. Come back. Let's discuss Wonder Man and a bunch of other things next week's show. Anything else?
Did you ever play that game where you were a mortal trying to survive Cell?
Oh, Dragon Ball Breakers? No, I didn't play that.
Okay,
I didn't play that.
That
was not a game I wanted to play.
That's a question from
Hannibal
Mega.
What's that horror game that people play? I think I saw Waffles playing that game where you got to turn on some engine and then run away from
not Left 4 Dead. I know what game it is.
It's not Dead by Daylight, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's Dead by Daylight.
Because isn't that what that Dragon Ball game was? Just Dead by Daylight with Dragon Ball, where you're hiding from.
Essentially, yeah. And it's like the concept of the game is like, okay, you're a regular Joe Schmo, and you're hiding from the Dragon Ball villain.
I mean, Dead by Daylight does great. So they just maybe their execution.
Uncle Blurred is offended that Modok is still laying face down on the table. He's just saying like, well, you pick that dude up, and like, no, he can just stay.
Modok is nobody's favorite character.
Exactly.
Nobody.
Which again, when you're mad about him in Quantumania, I'm like, who's a Modok fan?
He's farting.
Who cares?
Dumb stuff. You know what? I just found out, people, real quick before we have to disappear. There was a teaser trailer for He-Man, and people were flying off the handle because it said Adam, whatever his last name. It says he/him.
It's a joke.
It's a joke
y'all.
because it's called He-Man.
Right.
It was called He-Man in 1982.
Right. He-Man is a pronoun anyway. You know,
I don't even have to get that, but a bunch of, but they
honestly, you know what? Okay, we didn't talk about that though. What'd you think of the Master of the Universe trailer?
Yeah, I was gonna go see it without the trailer. I'm still gonna go see it. Like it didn't. Exactly. I didn't see anything that's gonna send me to the theater. I
know what will get you to the theater.
There's only one thing I want to see in that entire movie is him telling a bad joke and then taking off.
Yeah, exactly.
You know Skeletor?
Yes.
It's gotta. It has to be in the
movie.
But
it's gonna be delivered in a Jared Leto voice. It's not gonna hit the same.
Jared Leto's a method actor. He's going to try to hit that freaking Oppenheimer or whatever the heck that guy is.
Please no.
I bet you he's going to try that.
Again, if it works, here's the thing. If it works in the film, do it. I wouldn't even care if it's an after credit sequence.
Oh yeah, that's even
like have an after credit sequence and then have the He-Man laugh at the end after he does it. Because that He-Man laugh ended every episode. It was the most annoying thing about that show.
It did.
It was the most annoying thing about that show. It's just like, bro, everybody about to laugh.
Exactly.
This is
the little morality lesson, or laughing at Orko doing some kind of
dude.
Ooh, by the way, I shared those the production stills of not just Cringer and Battle Cat, but they had Orko in there too. So he is in this movie.
Oh, okay.
He is in this movie.
Hopefully they can redeem him. I've never liked Orko or Snarf.
Orko got redeemed in Revelation.
No. He was good in that. I'm talking about from the cartoon. From the original what we grew up with. Yeah, Revelation was great. I don't care what anybody says.
Yes.
Everybody was, Tila did too much. It's like, no, you didn't watch the whole show.
You didn't.
You didn't understand the show if you were watching it. Like, the heck, come on now.
The whole point was her getting pissed that they hid this secret from her.
Yep.
Like, that was the whole point. Like, anyway, I digress. That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for the last hour and plus. We appreciate you all for being here. Make sure you come back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, for another great episode of Culture Junkies Live. From our friends, the Great Atakuzi, GQ, and
Mega Sean.
I'm Kenshiro. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Have a good one.
That's perfectly a Skeletor one right there. Remember, if you put handcuffs on a deaf person, you have technically gagged them until we meet again. That's sick.